Hi, hello. Thanks for joining us for this webinar. I'm Wilbur from CyberLink. Hi, hello. And so in this hour, we'll walk through all the new features and also some great tools about the Director Suite. So now, like you know, it's for PhotoDirector and also PowerDirector. And also we have a color grading software called ColorDirector, and also the audio mixing, audio editing for Audio Director. So yeah, hi, hello. So if you have any comment or any questions, you can just text you on your right hand side. You saw this text room here. And as you already noticed, and this time we use this webinar to do this presentation. And this is a brand new app designed by CyberLink. And you can use this app to do the online meeting, or also like this webinar for the online presentation. And also you can use this app to get some instant message. So please do check the link below. There's a link you can download for free. So now today we are going to cover these 4 products. That's all for your video editing skills. So no matter you are like a new beginner to this area, or you probably used PowerDirector for several years or many times, but all the new great tools just only to help you to create a better content, and also save you a lot of time for the post production. So for the first part, we will start with the PowerDirector, because I think a lot of you guys might use this software for a long time. So in this stage, I will just go through all the new features for that. And for the PowerDirector 16, since the version 15, we already support the VR and 360 video editing. And you can import and to edit them and add text and export them. And for this PowerDirector 16, we also add some great new features for that. Like now we can do 360 motion tracking. Normally previously we only do motion tracking on 2D videos, but in this version we can do the motion tracking on your 360 videos, and also the 360 PIP and titles. Because we all know sometimes when you edit your 360 video, if you want to add a text or a logo, sometimes the image will get distorted. But now we fix the problem, because now we can convert them to 360 title and object. So now it won't get any distorted. And also the video enhancement, like you can do the color enhancement, you can change the color and make the color looks a bit better. And also we are introducing a great plugin called 360 Stabilizer, because a lot of times when we use the camera is handheld, you don't have the gimbal or a tripod with you, so you just get very shaky video footage. So now with this stabilized plugin, you can just get very smooth and videos for your headset or VR experience. And for View Designer, we can convert the 360 video into 2D videos. Like you can do some a different edit and also convert them to a little planet mode. Yes, we will demo the example later. So the first part, we're going to demo the new feature about all the 360 editing about for the PowerDirector 16. I'll just present my desktop here. Right, so now you can see this is a PowerDirector 16 interface, and now we have this. All the clips is 360 footage, and now you can see this is accurate rectangular viewing mode, and you can click on this icon here. So now you convert them to you can preview the video in 360 mode, and when you play, just like this. So this is already a great video. I mean, there's nothing to say, nothing bad about it. But sometimes you feel this is just a bit boring, like you want to add more things on it. So the first part we're going to show you, this is called video overlay, and this is PIP object room. So now in this room, you have so many different objects and also effect, and this is all animation you can use for your video. So like for example, I like this one. So this is like a share and like and very social media use. So simply, very simple, I can just drag the object into the timeline here. So now you can see just staying here. I can just double click. Then I can change its size, and also you can move around like the whole your 360 video. So I just probably just stay here. Then I can just preview to see how it looks like. So not only 2D mode, but you can view the video in 360. Then you can just click play again. So now it's getting more interesting for this video. So once you click OK, so now you have this kind of different template you can use. It's all an animated object you can use. And the second part, what about the text? As I mentioned before, like normally if we apply a text on it, and take this, for example, I just drag a text into your video, and previously, if you want to change the text, you can move the around like a different position. But if you go to like not in the center, around, for example, like this area, and when you preview the video, you can see the text is distorted, because that's according to your 360 video, because that's stitched. So that's like a 360 ball. But now we solve this problem. Just let me show you how to do that. So let's go back to the timeline here. So now you can just right click on the text. Then you can convert this image or text to 360 object. So now you can see now it looks better. So what's great about this tool is now you can move around your text, and you can see, and the text is not even distorted. So now you can see, so you can do anywhere on your 360 video. You can even just put it just on at your bottom of your video, simple like that. Just stay here, and you can even add shadow if you want, and you can put some border or some even reflections. Then you can change the color font from here. Now the text is done. So how about the color? Like when we see this image, see probably maybe we can make the sky a bit blue, just much more bluer, so that it looks nicer. So for the color adjustment for the 360 video, you can do the same thing as when you added your 2D video. Just select the footage, and this is a fix and enhance. So this tool, just click, then you'll find this age enhancement. You can just click that, and you can see it's just like a bit like a HDR effect, and just enhance the age, and also the color enhancement. You can see and you can also drag the slider, control the strength of this effect. So you can see it different. So now this is before. There's nothing special on this sky, and also it's not blue and just a bit flat. Then I click again. So now just dramatically change the saturation of your footage. And it's very simple to use. You can just click and enable these two functions, and you get the better result of your color of your video. So this is the first part. Like we can do the 360 object, and also this kind of sticker effect you can use. And the second part, we're going to use the new plugin we call 360 Stabilizer. And this is very special tools you can use, because I use a lot of different software before when I added my 360 video, and it just costs you a lot of money to buy a plugin and just for the stabilize. So now I need to show you the effect of this footage. So this is the footage of my colleague, and she was using the Samsung Gear 360, and just preview a bit, show you it. So now you can see that the video is just a bit shaky. It's handheld. Okay, so how to find the 360 stabilize plugin? You can just go to fix and enhance. So there's a video stabilizer. You can just enable that. Then you can change the strength. I think I'll just put it a bit higher because this footage just to be too shaky. So now you can see, just have a look again. So now you feel like it's very smooth now. There's no any like rotation, camera rotation, and like shaky. And I can show you the split view, so you can see the difference. So on the left is before, and on the right is after. So you can have a look. And what's great about this tool is that it's not even losing any resolution of your video. Because sometimes when we do 2D stabilize, you will zoom in a bit and just crop a bit, so you lose a bit resolution. But not for this case. This is perfect for your like 360 video when you want to just do the stabilized. Okay, and it's very simple to use. You can just click fix enhance, and you'll find this tool here. And the next, we're going to show you about the color grading for the 360 video. So this footage was shot in New York, maybe just a few months ago, maybe just last month, because we were about to do the Manhattan Henge, the video, but we are very disappointed because, and also very upset because that day the weather just not good, and it's very windy and cloudy. You can see the sun, but it's not like a very big red sun. So when we get the footage, we feel like, oh, okay, it's nothing to use because it just looks a bit flat and normal, nothing special. But in PowerDirector, we still can do some post-production to make your video a bit better. And in this case, I will use our color director to do the color grading for this example. So what's great about this director suite, because when you install the product line here, so now you can see if you want to fix the color, I can select footage. So now you can see that on the top, you can see this is a color director. So I can just click on that. So now I can send my footage into Color Director. Then I can do the color grading thing. And in the regional adjustment tool, now I can just create a gradient mask. So I can just use mouse drag from the top to the middle. Right. So that means now anything you want to edit will only apply on this pink area. That's what the mask for. So I can change the temperature, just make this footage a bit warmer, and also the tint a bit. So now we have a bit like a fake, but it's like red sun and it's a bit warmer. So now the color looks a bit better. And also the exposure, because I think it is a bit overexposure, so I just step down a bit. Right. Then next we can also apply some HDR effect. So now we can go to the global adjustment tools and you just scroll down, then you find HDR effect. Then you can add some glow and also just enhance the edge a bit. When you're done, you just simply click back. So now the footage was sent back to PowerDirector because we still will do some further editing. And at the end, we will export the footage from here. So now, the next step, we are going to create a fake sun, but not like fake, it's like we create a lens flare. So when we go to the effect room, then you can find this a lot of great effect you can use from here. But in this case, I will just find the lens flare. Now just And when you apply the effect, just simply drag your effect to your footage. So now you can see this is a lens flare. It's show up here, and I want to change the position to maybe from to here. So I select the footage, and now I find this is effect tab here. Yeah, I will just click on effect. So now this gives you a chance to change a different type of the lens flare, because I can change to like different look of your lens flare. So probably I go for type 3, then I would change the position. So I just scroll down, and you can change the light position. I just move the red point to the street here. So now it's much more like, it feels like you really get the Manhattan Henge. Then I also change the center position. And create a lens flare from here. So now, when you just preview again, hopefully it's much more dramatic. So we also apply a HDR effect, so the whole contrast is better now. So this is a great tool when you do some color grading, and you can use PowerDirector to do some color grading. You can find the fix and enhance from this tab. And also, if you have ColorDirector, you can send your footage to ColorDirector and do some further editing, then come back to PowerDirector. So that's for the color grading. And also, as we mentioned, we have a great tool called motion tracking in your 360 video. So take this footage, for example. We can apply a text just according to this boy's movement. Follow. So when we're going to do this tool, just select footage, and you'll find tools, and there's a motion tracker. I'll just start from the beginning. So now we see you need to make a selection box first. So I'll just select this young boy here. Then I'll just click track. Okay. When something happens, like it's not tracking, you can just select use the box again and change the position to the right place, and just click track again. Then you will get the right tracking area. Because sometimes when you do some motion tracking, if that is in the low light condition, it's hard to track. So you still need to do some like further adjustment. So now we have this track now. So I can apply, like you can apply text or another video, like PIP video, or we have some animation we can use, or you can add logo text. So maybe I just apply this video, this like PIP object here. And I can just and also the text also. So when we go back to the timeline here, then we can hit play. Kind of two different object is already being added. Then you can move, maybe just make them a bit longer. Yeah, cool. So that's great about this tool, because you can add more different interesting elements into your 360 videos, and that will be much more interactive when your viewer is watching your 360 video. Okay, so this is the first part we're going to demo for the 360 video editing, and also we're going to show you about for the view designer. So what's great about view designer is like, you have your 360 video, but what happens if if you want to play that in your like 2D TV or like 2D screen. So this is what's great about the View Designer. So this video is 360, but we can convert this video into like this. So now you can add some keyframe and you can change the different, like zoom in, zoom out, and pan to left and pan to right. So now you have this kind of 2D video. So let's see how to do it. Because now a lot of 360 camera, they can record 4K resolution video. So why not to use that as also for 2D version. So we can go to Tools, you select footage first, then you'll find this View Designer. So now it's production for the 2D version. And I start from the beginning, then we can add some keyframe. So I just create a new keyframe. So maybe I can just zoom in a bit. Then few seconds later, then I can rotate to here. Then zoom out a bit. Then I can just also pan to the left. Then also zoom in a bit. And at the end, just pan back to the little boy here and just do some zoom out. Then you can just hit play. And you can see the panning.
Wow, いいねこれ。
feels like you use your tripod.
こうじゃ吹きかけないでそれに。
上にさ、シュワーってやってみたら。
And you click OK. So that will save as in 2D version. That'll be 16 by 9. According to your video, you can also convert to 4 by 3. So now you have this great 2D video from your 360 video. And also, there's another very interesting tool called Little Planet. So we can use the same thing. We go to View Designer. So now you have the different projection mode. Then you can select to Little Planet. You can click OK. So now just one click, so they will transfer your 360 video into a Little Planet mode. And in this case, we still can add a different keyframe to change the perspective. Like I can start from here, just like normal 2D video. Then I'll add a keyframe, and maybe just 1 or 2 seconds later, then I'll convert this video into a Little Planet. So you can see. So now it's Little Planet now. And next, I'm going to do some rotation. Okay. Then also probably can just do some zoom in or zoom out. It's a lot of things you can play on this case. Then maybe the end we can change to like this. So when you just hit play and preview it.
好，给他，哎，好像有点快，好快，好，可以跳，可以跳，可以跳。
So now it's like you are not only having like a Little Planet video, but you can, because of the keyframe, you can set a different effect. You can change, or when you see this tab here, you can see this fly out or fly in, and that just remove all the keyframe here. Or you can simply just click, just let me reset. You can just simply click fly out. So that means it will automatically set a keyframe, and it's from your normal 2D viewer into the Little Planet. Or you can do the keyframe by yourself, and then you have this great kind of video. It's very interesting. So that's the first part. We demo for some of the great tool about the 360 video editing, and let's just do a bit recap, like what are we going doing. So we have a seamless 360 titles. So now when you add any text or any logo image, so you don't have to worry about the text will be distorted. So now you can convert them to 360 object. And also we also can fix some like pinpoints. If you have poor color, we can do some color enhancement and just simple click. And also we have the lightening background fixing. And also if you have low resolution, we can enhance to maybe from SD to HD. And also we fix your shaking video, because we have the video stabilizers. So now you can have the very smooth content for your video. And that's for the color grading. You can use color grading for the PowerDirector or also from ColorDirector if you have. And that's for the we demo for the object tracking. So now you can add text, any text or logo or even videos, so that can capture the viewer's eye. And also for the view designer, like we demo, you can use the 360 video into a 2D version. And also there's a new little planet you can use. And also it's very unique if you have your camera and you can just drive in your car and record anything you're driven by, and you convert them into like a little planet. It looks very cool. And also for the PowerDirector, it's a great new feature called Collage Designer. This is a great big tool because sometimes you have several clips and you want to combine them together. Maybe from previously you need to just select them and put it all in your timeline, and you want to create all like a collage thing. You spend about like 1 or 2 hours to do that, because you need to create a border, and also a lot of things like you want to change the color and also the sound. So I'm going to demo you the new feature called Collage Designer. And it's great too because it's already have a lot of different template you can use. And just let me create open the project here. So this will be the Collage Designer. Just give it a few time to open up. Let's just have a look for the example from the timeline. When you see this kind of video, it feels like, oh my god, that's just too complicated. Like you need to set the animation from right to your left, and you need to set the border, and you need to combine all the different videos in here. I think that's just too complicated, and it's just wasting time. So now when you go to the plugins in PowerDirector 16, now you'll find there's a video collage designer. And once you open up this tab, you can see this dialog here. You already have several templates you can use, and it's all animated. For example, if I pick this one, so now I have this kind of template. It's very simple. I will just drag my footage into the different grid here. So what happened? When you click play, it's already done. You don't have to do anything. And if you want to replace the video, like for this one, I think it's a round video, so you can just drag another video into this area. So now that will already replaced. And you can also switch from the different frames from here. Like I can switch from the top one with the bottom one, so that will change the video. And also you can just mute the video, because now you have 5 videos. You only have one sound for the one video, so you can just mute maybe 4 of them, then just leave one, or you can add another music for that. And what's great about this template, because now you have this kind of template, you probably think, oh, I don't like it, I want to find a new one. You can just simply find a new one from here. So you don't even have to drag your video again, because that will just automatically transfer to another one. Then you can move the cropping area from the different angle. And also you can change the border, because you can select maybe the border you want to be a bit bigger, and also the color. Then once you click OK, so that will send back to the timeline. Then you can do some further editing, which means you can add text or transition. Then you can create several different video collage just by using this plugin. Okay, so yeah, I think this is very useful if you want to create very interesting and more dramatic video. And also we saw a lot of wedding videos, or you can use that even just put anything on it. I think it's great. And also the next part, and we're going to show you some great tools for in PowerDirector and also AudioDirector. Now we have color match in PowerDirector. This is it's amazing professional tools, because sometimes when you have like multi-camera shooting or wedding video, the color is just not consistent. But now we can copy the color and just apply on the different footage. And also an audio remix and audio ducking. These two is my favorite tools in AudioDirector and PowerDirector, and I'll just show you right now. Just let me go back to the desktop. So now the first we're going to do the color match. So in this case, it's like we have the multi-camera shooting during this project, and because one probably from Canon or one probably from Nikon, so the color is different, and also the maybe the white balance different, and just something is wrong. Like for example here, the first footage like here, I think is perfect. Now you can see the exposure and also the color balance is right. And this is another camera we were shooting, and I want to change this color according to this one. So what are we going to do? We select the footage now, and in PowerDirector 16, when you go to Fix and Enhance, you will find color match. So if I select color match, I just enable this tool. Okay, so now you have this tool come up. You can find this is a target now, and the next you need to do is like you need to find the reference. So I can select another footage. This should be my reference. Then just simple one click, you click on match color. Then that's done. So that will change the temperature, and also the color match just synchronized. And also you can do just a switch, because probably I want this village a bit warmer. So this will be my target right now, and this is my reference. Now I can do match color again. So now the color on the right is getting better because it's warmer now. So in this tool, it's not only use like your footage. Like if you have other people or other creators' videos, you think, oh, that color is amazing, I want to try to copy that. You can try to use the color match to do that. But of course, the result might be different, because according to the video quality and also the lighting is different. But it's definitely worth to give it a try. So that's for the new great tools when you want your videos to have the color consistency. And the next, I'm going to show you the two great tools about audio. So the first, I'm going to show you the audio remix. So here's a situation like you have your intro video or your wedding video or whatever you have, and you have the length already. you cut it like now, like for this video, we have 1 minute and 38 seconds. But I found the music I loved. I want to use this music, but this music is like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So what do? In the previous video, we can just cut the music down by simply listen to the music, repeat and repeat, and find the pattern, and just cut it and merge them together to make the music shorter. But now with PhotoDirector, you don't have to do that. Like for in this case, like we have our video that's 1 minute and maybe 38 seconds. So what are we going to do is that we select our music we're going to use, and we go to add audio if you have PhotoDirector. So we send this music to the PhotoDirector. So now you can see the interface here. Now we go to the mix tab. Then we drag our music to the track 1. Then under the adjustment, there's adjust audio. Then you'll find adjust length and auto remix. So when you click that, so now the system starting to analyzing the whole music, because we know now this old digital music, they all have some certain pattern. It's a repeat. So we're going to use this kind of method. We cut the repeat area and merge them again, but the system will do that for you. So now there's a new audio length. I will just type in maybe 1 minute. According to your video, I'll just do 38 seconds. Then I could just click on apply. So now you can see this like curved line here. So that means this is the cutting line. PhotoDirector do the merge this clip, just make them a bit shorter. But when you play, it feels like you can't hear any different, and also any cutting line, you can't hear it. It's just perfect seamlessly. Then once done, you can simply just click back and save yes. So now it's sent back to PowerDirector. Now you have your perfect music for your video. You don't have to waste another time to do that. That's just done. So that's for the audio remix in PhotoDirector. And also, there's a great tool about PowerDirector called audio docking. So what's audio docking? Just let me show you why we need this tool. When you play on this video, you can see we have a voiceover, it's dialogue.
Nothing captures the spirit and atmosphere of a family event.
So when the dialogue came in, you probably can't hear that very clearly. So that's why we need audio docking. We can simply just go to tools and you select the music you want to do the audio docking. You go to tools and you find audio docking, and you can adjust just like sensitivity and docking level, fade out, fade in duration. Just click OK. So now you can see this kind of point here, the keyframe here. So which means the system will detect when the voiceover is coming or when the dialogue is coming. So when you play,
nothing captures the spirit and atmosphere.
The music volume just turned down.
Of a family event like a well-crafted movie. Gather up video clips from everyone and combine them in seamless designs that take it all in.
When the voiceover is finished, then the music is back. And that's it. It's just like one click. You select your music, you go to tools, you find audio docking, you click OK, then it's done. You don't have to do anything else. The color is being done. It's great. So that's the my favorite tools for the audio in this version for PowerDirector 16 and also PhotoDirector. So let's have a recap, like what are we doing for the demo before. So now we have the intelligent color correction. Now you can do some color grading in PowerDirector, but now you can do the color match. So you can set a different color according to the different videos. And also we can do auto fit background music by PhotoDirector. So that will change the length about your video according to the audio for your video. And also the audio ducking. Audio ducking, it's separate. Like you have your voiceover on your track 1, 2, 3, and you have your music on your another track. Then you use your video to do your music to do the audio ducking according to your voiceover. And it's great about this kind of tool is like because you can use a PowerDirector as a base, but when you want to do some color grading, you can send to a color director or audio director, or you want to add, like you want to insert your photo, you want to add your photo, you can use PhotoDirector. But in the end, you still go back to PowerDirector because you want to do some further editing and assemble them together. Then you will produce them as a one clip. So from the things above is all the PowerDirector and also the color and audio director. In the next part, we're going to show you some new features about the PhotoDirector 9. So for this product, there's a 2 great catalog for this version. So for PhotoDirector 9, the first, now we support 360 photo editing. So now it's not traditionally you can only like add your 2D photo. Now we can do the 360 photo. You can do some color adjustment and also create a panorama photo or like a little planet photo from your 360 photo. And also we also upgrade the video to photo tools. Now you can use this tool to create a multi-exposure shots or create an animated GIF, and also motion stills. And this is a few tools that you can use to promote your social media use, a post. You can create some motion stills like you see on the slide. There's a lot of cars is driven by, but the rest is stand still because you can control the area which you only you want them to be animated. Okay, so let's start with the demo for the PhotoDirector. Just let me present my desktop here. And now you can see this is the interface for the PhotoDirector. And as you can see, this is the 360 photo. Right now you can see it's flattened, it's actually rectangular. And you can right click. Now you can have this tool and you can view and edit 360 photo. So as we mentioned before, we went out, we took some photo and video for the Manhattan Henge, but the color is just not right and it's not something special, it's just boring. But how do we fix that? But the first thing we want to fix is like, because this, you can see this photo, this is the original photo, how it looks like. It's tilted, it's not straight at all. So we need to fix that, because whenever you upload your photo or your video, you want them to be straight so people can view them in a very comfortable way. So I go to the straighten, the tool here. Now you have this kind of rotation control. Now you can just rotate, make them straight, but this is not finished. You need to have this great tool called show the split view. So now you can see you have 4 different direction view about your 360 photo. Because now at the front, I thought, oh, okay, that's enough. That's pretty straight. But when you see on the left, it's not straight at all. So you need to fix the 4 different direction. Okay, and you can also turn the grid down. So now you can see this horizontal line. Okay, so now I think it's perfect. So I can click down. Then you have your perfect straight 360 photo. Okay, so and the next we're going to do some color grading, as we did for the video before. We can do the same thing from here. So when we go to adjustment. Now we can do the same thing. We have the gradient mask. You can do like this, or we have the round gradient mask. Then I can just set the temperature be warmer, and also the tint. Then also maybe just maybe make the exposure be less, and also the HDR effect is find from the global adjustment tool. Then you find the HDR and just set the glow and also the age. You can change the radius and balance to make them a bit smoother. Okay, so now we can go back and just have a look again for the photo. So now you can see the photo dynamic is being better because the color is better, the contrast is better. You can even see the detail is very good. Then you can just click down. So what's great about this kind of 360 editing, because now we have the metadata in this photo, so you can direct share to Facebook, or you can save your local drive, then that will present as the 360 photo. So that's for the straighten and also the color grading for the 360 photo editor. And take another picture, for example. This is while we celebrating CyberLink's year-end party, and we have like more than 100 people to take this photo. Now you can see a lot of people around the pictures here. But now when you look down, you see this like tripod. But how can we fix that? So in 360 photo editor, you can see we have straighten, but now we have tripod removal, because now you can use this tool to just like hiding your selfie sticks or like in this kind of tripod. Then we have the reflective, both the bubble or also just make them blur. Then you can adjust the size and also the strength. And in this case, I might just use the bubble because that also make this photo a bit interesting now. Okay, then when you preview again, now the tripod is being hiding. But that's not finished. We can also use the Create tab to create another different effect, like little planet. So now you have the 360 photo. You can just simply go to Create, and you have the perfect one-to-one little planet image. You can also set a different aspect ratio, like 16:9. So now you can put it on your desktop wall, or like you want to just print it out as a photo. I just go to 1:1. Then you can change the different projection mode. Then you can also rotate and zoom in or zoom out a bit. Sorry. Okay, so now when you finish, you just click down, and that will save the photo for you. So that's for also you can use the 360 photo to do some very creative way. And another things we can do is like we can use this image and convert this photo into a panorama image. Because traditional way, you need to use a camera and take 5 or 6 photos and use the software to merge all the photos for you. But now in 360 photo, it's already captured all surrounded area. So you can just simply go to Create and 360 to Panorama. Now you have these 3 different projection mode according to your photo. In this case, I'll just use a rectangular. And what's great about this tool is like you still can change the position, the different viewing mode. Like I want the letter start from here, because now I can see CyberLink perfect. Then I can do some cropping from top and the bottom. Then I can click down. Then it's finished. So now we have this kind of image from a great panorama. You can print it out and put it on the wall. It's a great way to do this kind of panorama photo from a 360 photo. So I go to, I'm going to show you another great tool called Dehaze. Sometimes when we go out and go to travel, Just go to reset. And sometimes you already have like and you take another photo from your where you're going, but the weather is just not nice. So how can we fix that? Just let me find the haze. This is already been added. So this is the original image. This one of my colleagues just took it out from the airplane. So now you can see the color is flat. There's no color, no contrast. So when you go to edit, you'll find under global adjustment, you'll find the dehaze tool. So you can set amount just be higher. So now you can see the color brings back, the contrast back. Then you can do some further editing. You can do some like exposure and contrast a bit, so you can see the difference from the before and after. So that saves you a lot of work, and also a lot of photos you might want to delete. Now you can bring them back. This is also a great example. So this is a before, and that's the original one. So for me, probably I'll just delete this one. But with dehaze, now you can simply change that, and you can use already, and also you can change to maybe some exposure and also HDR effect. So now the picture is perfect. So that's for the dehaze tool, and I think it's very useful and very handy. And also next, it's a very creative tool called content aware move. So sometimes when you go out and take some shot and you want to change some composition, like in this case, I want this car, maybe I can move to the right a bit, so I can focus on the center here. So I can go to content aware move. You will find that here, extract or compose in the edit tab. Then what we are going to do is that we just simply select the area, right? Then I will just click next. Then I can just move to the right. So now, boom, you have it. You can change anything to anything anywhere else. I can change this object to the right. I can remove this one, or I can move. I can remove, or simply just move to the position I want. So that's also great about the content aware move tool here. So the next part, I'm going to demo the video to photo part, because I think nowadays a lot of people go on. They are not only shooting the photos, they also record a lot of great footage. So when you import the video to photo tool, you'll find 6 great tools you can use, and in this version, it's a new multi-exposure, and you can also export as an GIF file. So now you see this video. So one of my colleagues just jumping up. That was the other colleague. And I can just do the auto capture. So that will capture 5 frames. Because I set 5 frames. Then I can also go to the place I want, and I can add another frame. Then you can capture another one. So now I have this kind of this few images I have, and I can go to library. So we are going to use this sequence like movement and merge them into one multi-exposure photo. Delete this one. So I go to start. Then the first thing you need to use the selection box to do some motion tracking. So now they will find the same pattern, the same object. So now you can see these 4 different photos it's been captured. Then you can go to merge together. Then you have this kind of one very unique, like a multi-exposure shots, and you can even export as an animated GIF. You just keep looping. Very great tools for your like social media posts. And that's the multi-exposure tools we are introducing. And also the next, I'm going to show you a very special effect called motion stills. Motion still, when you import your video, you find the create motion stills here. So now we have this kind of time lapse video, and I can set the auto capture and just saving time. So I'll just do 10 because you can do more frames because that will make your motion still pictures much more smoother. So I set 10 frames. I import to the PhotoDirector. I go next. So the first thing I need to set the background for the motion stills, also known as a cinematograph. So I would just select this one. So this will be the standstill image for the background. Then the next I only need to do is like use the brush to paint when the area you want them to be animated, right? Just give you an idea. So I just quickly draw this line here. All right, then you can just click preview. Then now you have this kind of very cool motion still GIF file. But it's very important when you shoot the footage that you might want them mounted on the tripod, so you don't get very shaky videos. That will be very hard to track in and also keep then all the image to be consistency. So that's the great tools about the video photo we just mentioned, for the mod exposure and also the kind of motion still image. Okay, and that just have a recap. What's new for the PowerDirector 9? So now we have the 360 photo editing, where you can straighten, you can hide your tripod, or you can do some color adjustment. And we have 360 to Little Planet, and also the panorama photo. And you can use the video to photo to do the mod exposure and export as an animated GIF and also motion stills. Motion stills is definitely a tool you need to give it a try, but you need to plan like what you are going to present and how to shoot the videos, because it might be very hard when you're just randomly shooting anything else, but it's just hard to create the things like you saw on the screen now. And also sorry, the dehaze tool. Now you can bring back a lot of photo you took before. You might think it's rubbish, but now you can bring them back. You can bring the color back. And also for the creative tool, now you can move all the object according to a photo, and you can do the different composition for your image. So and for that, so I think that's probably for all for today's webinar. And thanks for joining us. And if you have any questions or if you want to learn more, you can Google it. You can find CyberLink Learning Center, and there's a lot of great tutorials online, and you can check out. And we have a different product, different tutorials. And thanks for joining us. And that will be today's webinar. And I'm Wilbur, and I'll see you next time.